Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the home team taking on the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The Franks looking to throw. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Armadillos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Franks now. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man complete. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Franks. Dancing to his left. And he slides to a halt inside the 10.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne punching it in from a yard away. And the Armadillos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Murray off play action. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he's brought down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Crowder. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. That ball caught by Campbell. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Franks. Flush to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Armadillos are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Murray going to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now it's Crowder. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Franks. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Touchdown! It's complete. Henry Ruggs. 39 yards. And the Armadillos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That caught by Trimble. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Murray. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. So we've got, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Now it's Crowder. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
What's up?
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Crowder now to return. And he's loose again. The 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from him.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from him. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves or those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1.
The slant complete to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Murray again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game. Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Setting up play action. Franks. And his throw is incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Armadillos are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This is taken at the 15. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 58 yards. And the Armadillos are pouring it on.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 52, Mike 52. Check me out, check me out, check me out.
Murray now. And that is incomplete. It's been that kind. So far throwing the football, it just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far, nothing going right offensively. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. It's Reynolds. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Reynolds. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go play action with Franks. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Flushed out right. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because
and Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout called here. not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship.